I'm back here with a look at Myro. All right, that hasn't came up and hit our targets here yet, but I'm pretty sure it is going to do that. This everything looks good here. Looks like we obviously bounced here. I said that in previous videos I thought we'd hold this level, and so far we have. All right, this thing has done beautiful moves right up through here, almost nailing the Fibonacci every time on these moves through here. If you take this low here to the top, back to the retracement, I gave a target about 19, ended up going up here to what, 26. All right, so it overshot the Fibonacci there. Back here, if you take this run here to the top, to the retracement, this one got a little bit better here. Gave a target about 38, and this thing went up to what? About 44. I missed it by about 5 cents there. Trend-based fib, great tool. Really great tool. When you can see wave 1 and 2, I mean that clear in these moves, it gives you a very, very good target. So obviously, if you remember, you know how to use this stuff, and these tools are great. You definitely want to learn how to use them. All right, we have a level 3 membership for $14.99. You get 22 videos to learn how to do all this charting, and a link to our Discord where we're over there trading all the time. So if that's something that interests you, please sign up. We have 199 members now. Can't thank you guys enough. I really mean that. Thank you. And I mean that sincerely. Thank you very, very much. I never dreamed we'd have 200 members in our group. That's awesome. Been on YouTube about a year now, and I really enjoy it. I just be me and do my videos. I don't gotta play like I'm somebody else. So obviously I'm not, I guess. All right, let's take a look here at Myro. Obviously upward trajectory, which is beautiful. This is probably going to be the bull run trend line, I would imagine. As long as we hold this line up through here, we're in very good shape. Obviously good entries to get, or when we get pullbacks, dip back down to this line. Of course, it's just started here, but if you had a trajectory for this trend line, you could have started it way back here and just had your couple touches, you know what I mean, and just go out with your trend lines way out like this and just bring them in, until they start touching. You want to have 3 touches for a valid trend line. All right, and you got 1 there, 2, 3, 4, roughly 5 up through here. So that's a good trend line. All right, now let's take a look here. Let's zoom in here on Myro. This is on a daily chart. All right, we're going to take a look here. Let's go in on a maybe a 12-hour. Give us a better, even a 4. Let's go on a 4-hour chart in here. I was trading all through here. Let me get rid of some of them. Geez, I love leverage trading. I absolutely love it. I'm in an Algorand trade right now as I'm doing this video. All right, we had obvious resistance down through here. You can see that right down through here. All right, let's get that a little bit better. All right about there. All right, we ended up breaking out of that resistance and starting up here. Okay, we have another trend line. You can have numerous trend lines on your chart, on the 4-hour, on the daily, on the weekly. You have your bigger ones, obviously, your weekly and monthly ones. Them are the ones you definitely want to hold. All right, and then you can go in on your 10-minute and draw trend lines. Okay, you have them all over the place. This was actually almost a falling wedge in here. You can see down through here. Line that up. Yeah, actually it pretty much was a falling wedge through here. Falling wedges are super bullish. If you ever see a fallen wedge, something like this, man oh man, most of the, almost 90% of the time, these things break to the upside. All right, they are great to get into. Bull flags, or you could even say this almost looked like a bull flag. On Myro, right down through here. Beautiful setup. I always look for these. These tend to be pretty big breakouts, and the longer it's in in a formation, the stronger the breakout too. All right, so you definitely look for these. You know, anything like this, a falling wedge, bull flags, anything falling like this is great to get into. Most of the ones that break down, now if this was upwards, an upward trajectory like that, a wedge, most of the time they break down. Okay, most of the time anything falling like this will break up. All right, that's just the way it goes. All right, now if we zoom in on this, all right, the smaller time frames here, I love this. You know, even the trajected, let's get an idea what the breakout, you know, take the width of your wedge, trying to get it as straight as I can, you know, and let's move it over a little bit without, there we go. All right, so I'm going to give a target up around 35, 36 cents. Does that area make any kind of, you know, reason, or let's put a fib on and see if that takes us into any areas that, that we're looking for here. Wow, look at that. Takes us almost exactly to the 618, right at 35 cents. You know, it's crazy when these things all start, you know, making sense, and this lines up with this, that lines up with that. You know, you got a very good feeling that that's probably what's going to happen. And I've talked about this numerous times, especially with all the other tokens. You know, this is the area that you really want to get through. Okay. Right through there. That's 618, 702. That is your your danger zone. If you're going to get rejected, if you're going to get, if this is going to turn into a big A, B, C pattern, you know, this is the area that you definitely want to break up through. You know, so we want to see this clear 37 cents and have a closing daily candle above that area. And get this exactly on. You know, it's just over 37, I believe. You know, somewhere right around there. This is a MEXC chart. Every chart you use is all, you know, some of them are to have different wicks and closing candles and stuff like that, but this is a beautiful formation right here. Given a target right up here around 35 cents, all right? A lot of times these things end up playing out pretty decent, you know. This is almost starting a 1-2 in here, or you have a 1-2 right here and a third wave working up, but I would say it's heading up this way, you know, for sure. Not financial advice, guys. I'm not a financial advisor, okay, but most of the time the width of your wedge or formation, you know, you hit that target a lot of times. The RSIs, the 4 hours coming down, no bearish divergence down here. You got higher highs. 8 hour. 8 hour is 97 and 95. It's still bullish. It's way, but you know, it's only at a 52 down here. It's still above the moving average too. I like to see that. The 12 hour. Let's see here. It's at a 91 and an 86. It's still bullish. Okay, right down at the very bottom, the RSI is at a 50. All right, and it's back above the moving average there. All right, you might see a pullback down to it touches that moving average and then a bounce. That happens a lot of times. You know, you get above that moving average. See how it bounced off it right there. You know, it'll use that area quite a bit for that moving average. Now the daily, these are the ones I've been looking at hard. The daily's just turning up. It's at an 18 and a 12, and then if you look at the 3-day. Look at this turning up, 37 and a 41. All right, so kind of thinking maybe this is going to run up here, and then we'll get a you know, a correction of some kind once we hit that area. But I would definitely be watching up here for 35, right around 35 cents. You know, and then we could get some kind of correction back down to the trend line or something, and then a push higher up towards, you know, next target up after we get through here. You'd be looking at what, right around 60, 61 cents. That's about the target for the fib. Right up here in the 1618, we'll be heading to the 61 cent area. All right, so this thing is looking good. Down here, the daily is working its way back up above the moving average here, which would be nice. Once you get on top of that moving average, let me pull this down a little bit, show you price action. You know, once you get above that moving average, that's where you want to be, especially if you're longing and shorting too, using leverage. I always take a look at this, you know, where you here it got above it and you had a pump, or, you know, and pull below it, had a correction here. And once it finally cleared above it right here, it was right through here, you know, ran up the whole way. And then once it lost it right there, that's when we started this downward trajectory, you know. Then it came down, it finally flattened out here, looks like it bottomed, you know, and now it's starting back up in that daily. So this thing's looking fine. Myro is looking fine. All right, you have three daily green candles in a row. You know, I would, like I said, I would expect a push higher here. Now let's just measure something real quick. I haven't done this at all, but if this is a 1-2, let's take a look at something here. Which with the trend based fib, all right. Come up to there, then a retracement to there, right to there. That goes to 52.53 cents. I don't know if that is a 1-2 in there. It's not a daily too, so that's part of this formation here. Maybe it's going to form its own 1-2. Maybe this is where it runs up to the 35. You know, gets rejected back down for wave 2. It pulls back, and then we have our third wave up. Fourth wave pull back in the fifth wave up to 61 cents. But 35, right around 35, something's going to happen there. We're probably going to have some kind of rejection. Thank you so much, guys. Have a great day. Please hit the like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon.